So we were here with head women's basketball coach at the University of New Orleans, Keeshawn Davenport. And Coach, just want to say thank you for joining us today. I know we're in a little difficult times. Usually I'm standing there with the phone in front of your face. We figured a way to get it done this time, but I just want to thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Difficult times, no doubt, but my smile is the same. No. My attitude is the same. My approach is the same. And I tell people all the time, it's your decision what you do with lemons. And I choose to make lemonade out of the situation right now. Again, this is one of those situations that are out of our control. And if we can't control it, the virus itself, it being here, we can't control that matter. We can control staying at home, staying inside. We can control practicing safe and social distancing. We can control all those things. But other than that, this is out of our control. So there's no need to look sad and somber. I'm smiling and just doing what it is that we're able to do.
And then we got some exciting news today for Privateer fans as we kind of touch on all 8 of your recruits. Busy period for you guys, obviously, and even with the little bit of the weird like recruiting shutdowns and some of the difficulties that you mentioned there, you guys were able to get it done. Signed 8 people overall. We'll get started with 2 teammates here, Tiana Gibson and Aaron Randall. Very good players, very excited when I was putting together the highlight tape for those. Both of them coming in from Highland CC. Gibson comes in as an accomplished scorer. I mean, you put up the numbers she put up anywhere, you can get it done. 20.2 points per game, 3.1 assists, 3.1 steals. Did it all and did it at a high percentage as well, 49.5%. She can hit threes. She can score just about any level. Gibson. What were your thoughts on being able to add a player of her caliber? And then we'll hop on to her teammate there, and Aaron Randall as well, who is a very talented forward.
Yeah, we were really blessed with the signing of Tiana Gibson, who was heavily recruited by, some of our competition right in the Southland Conference, and then several other colleges were on her as well. And you started off with the question, how we get it done during a time like this? Well, you have to build relationships early. And the relationship was built way before the virus came into play. We've been on her for some time, and we're just excited that she decided to commit and attend the University of New Orleans. When we have a departure of the amount of players that we have and the percentage of our scoring is leaving, it was very important that we, amongst this class, make sure that we have someone not only who can create for others, but also can create for herself. And that's Tiana Gibson. She can score on all 3 levels. She's a creator. She has great court vision. She can do it for herself, as we see in her scoring, or she can get others involved, as in the time she got her teammate involved that we also signed. So I'm excited about that, to have players coming in that already have chemistry with each other. Gives us one step closer to being where we want to be. So just exciting times. I had an animal description for Rahima, which was a lion. I think I got me a pit bull now. Just toughness. When I think about Tiana, I just think about one who's extremely tough and one who can get the job done. So again, excited and elated that she decided to join our family.
And then Aaron Randall too, like you said, you kind of, not only the scoring in general, but obviously the forward position took a little bit of a hit there too. You lost some great stuff with Larry, Asia Woods, KT. I mean, that was a really strong group you all had last year, and this could be a player that steps right in for you. Like you said, she can score, beat you off the dribble. She's 6'1", has some size, and she seems like she's a perfect fit in not only your offense, but also your defense as well.
Exciting. I don't want to keep using the same adjective, but again, we were very specific in who it is that we wanted to bring in for this class. And just let me pause and say, man, I have an awesome staff, and they did a great job with this 2020 recruiting class. There's no way that we can sign one of the best classes that we have signed during a time like this without a great staff. So Waikita Harrell, who's my recruiting coordinator, Alpha English, Kristen Moore, hats off to my staff. They work extremely hard, building relationships, and then getting these young people in front of me so that we can make this program better. So again, I just wanted to pause right there because they did an awesome job with this recruiting class. And then Aaron Randall, again, when we look at the departure and who's departing and how they had impacted our program as a junior college transfer, she immediately fills some of those gaps, be it on the rebounding edge of things, be it in the scoring on the inside. She can do it from the outside. And then exactly what you said, she can do it on the defensive end as well. When we look at that, we're losing our face-up post players as well as our back to the basket post players. Whenever it is we find one like Aaron who can do both, who can play with her back to the basket as well as face up, we just found a jewel. She's a jewel, and I'm just excited about her. She's from right up I-10. We have another Houston player, and we're excited about that. There's a lot of talent in Texas, so why not share the wealth?
We're excited to have them join our program as well. We'll kind of go with one of, just because you used the term pit bulls, another girl you described as sort of a pit bull on her hard-nosed style play. Bree Ellis, point guard, and replaced some of your scoring as well. She can score on all three levels. Last year, averaged 13 points per game, 8 assists, and 3.1 steals. She led her team to her district championship. She spent 7 years at the varsity level as well. Very high basketball IQ with this one. Talk about another pit bull you have coming in Miss Ellis.
Man, I keep on smiling, and I'm just like, wow, look at this, which has been put together. Brianna Ellis, Bree as we call her, is coming from a well-established AAU program that many know, in essence basketball, as well as being at a great high school, comes to us with a lot of maturity. She is a very mature player already. I love her basketball IQ at the point guard position. I love her vision of the court. I really love her size at that position. You know, we have been kind of small and very, very quick in that position, but when we bring Bree Ellis in at the point guard as a freshman, I feel like she already has a college-ready body to go with that high basketball IQ and the abilities that she brings on both the offense and the defensive end. It's just going to be great to see her and JD and Mary and Tiana compete on a daily basis. Man, I love competition in practice. And I love people who don't back down from competition. And that's the type of practice that I feel like we're going to have this year. We're going to have practices that look like games because these young ladies are competitors. They compete on the court. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm just excited about her as well.
And then we'll kind of move back to the forwards that you talked on that you obviously lost some very talented players, so you needed to bring in some people to kind of help out the roster again, and you found 2 more studs. Kaylee Rose West, Zoe Cooper, both of them lefties, 6-foot forwards. Can you talk about them?
Left hand game, here we come. Woo! Outside it, but those lefties. Man, first Callie Rose West. Callie really has the skills of a guard. She can handle the ball like a guard. She can bring it up the floor. Kind of reminds me of Draymond Green, you know. If she gets that thing on a defensive end, get a defensive rebound, my style of game, everybody else can take off running because Callie can bring the ball up the floor as well. So excited about that. But that left-hand jumper, 15 to 17 feet out is like butter. I like it. I like the ability to be able to knock that jumper down consistently. I like the ability within our offensive scheme and things of her being able to put the ball on a floor and attack the basket. And then again, I like that she has a body already. That she's another one to me that has a college-ready body to get down there on the inside, especially within the Southland Conference, and be able to bang a little bit down low. But oh my goodness, I was excited about her. And believe it or not, we have some chemistry there as well, because Bree and Callie Rose played AAU ball together. So not only do we have Tiana and Erin who have played together, but Bree and Callie are familiar with each other and have played together. And I can't wait to see those connections on the court. And then as we slide back to Alabama, Zoe. I got two Zoes now. Ooh, what I'm going to do with these Zoe? I got Zoe Cooper and I have Zoe Davenport. I didn't think there was another Zoe that spelled it just like my Zoe. But I managed to recruit one, or we managed to recruit one, and I referred to her as one who reminds me of Yasmin Taylor. I know you weren't here when Yasmin Taylor played, but Yasmin Taylor was a gazelle. She was all of 5'11", but she managed to always come out of piles that was full of 6-footers and above with the ball. And I'm like, how does Yasmin have that ball in her hand? Well, that's Zoe Cooper. I don't, for our fans out there who watch Yasmin play for 4 years, that's the reference so that they can know who I'm talking about. But Zoe Cooper, gazelle in my mind, man. She's another one that can take off running down the floor, get out and fast break and get you some easy buckets. But this lefty is sweet as well from the short corner, from the free throw line area, can put that ball on the floor and get to the rim like a guard. And again, as we look at who we lost, Whitley Larry had those abilities for us. And so does Zoe. Zoe can block some shots. I was surprised at what she can do at her size on the inside, but we know that it's not about how big you are, it's how big your heart is. And I think that that young lady has a big heart, and I think her best games are ahead of her. So Privateer fans are really going to enjoy watching her out there on the court.
And speaking about best games being ahead of them, that's the same goes for your fall class as well that we'll touch on here. I want to get started with Erica Richardson from Dallas, Texas. She was a Christian school state champion, first team state, plays with a very good club team as well. What is she going to add to the table?
Man, the first thing that Erica is bringing is a winning mentality. Man, for us to win championships, we have to recruit players who come from winning programs. I don't care what level you win a championship on, a winner is a winner. And it takes the same type of mentality to win championships on the next level. So she is proven in that area, but she is a slasher, penetrator, aggressive to the basket. She can pull up on a dime and stop and pop. But I like her ability to draw fouls. I think that's one area that we have to continue to get better to, but not only draw the foul, but get to the line and capitalize on that foul drawn. And that's some of Erica's strength. As we have within this class many outstanding outside shooters, I think Erica brings the dynamic where she can get to the basket and get to the rim at will. So I'm just excited about the addition of her, and great family that she's coming from. I just love her mom and her dad. Her dad just retired as a pilot. I was hoping he could fly us some places, but he just retired. Just a great family and great people that's joining us.
And just to move back to the guard position there, you got another good one in Kyla Davis out of LD Bell. She led the team with 87 three-pointers, so
Yes.
as well as everything else she can do, averaged 12.5 points per game. And then she was quoted in the Star-Telegraph, which is something that jumped out to me when I was doing some research on her, that you guys really sold her on the academic program that they had here, and that would help her further her career the most. So obviously a good player, but really seemed like a good student athlete you're getting overall in Davis as well.
KD. That's what we're going to call her. KD, not Kevin Durant, but boy, she could shoot that thing like him from out there. I love the range and the abilities that this young lady have from the three-point line. She came to our elite camp, and I think she won the three-point competition that year when she came. She just was swooping those things. I said, okay, I like that. But she definitely has the ability to make it rain. And again, in this class, I just feel like my coaching staff did such a great job of getting us diverse, skilled players out here on the court. Of course, student athlete is always our focus, not athlete student athlete. So of course we drive home the academic aspect of the University of New Orleans as well. And we just fit like glue, man. I love her personality. I love KD competitive nature. I love her easygoing spirit off of the court. I think we're just surrounding ourselves with a great group right here that I think, again, that our privateer fans are going to love to see on the court, but also as we do a lot of things in the community, I think they're going to be drawn to their personalities in the community. And then, of course, we shooting to be the best team with the highest GPA. So I had to get some people that's going to help me get that GPA up if I'm ever going to take over tennis. Because, you know, they just killing it. They killing it, Matt. They killing it. I'm trying to catch tennis. So I got to recruit some heck of a student athletes. So, yeah, excited about KD.
And then obviously, Coach, last but certainly not least of your 8 signees was Cisnea Cordes, leading scorer, rebounder, and shot blocker at Manhattan High School. She set the program single season record for highest field goal percentage. So she wasn't only a scorer, she did it at a very efficient level as well. She was selected to the Kansas All-Stat team, another forward to round out your forward group. What is she going to be bringing to the University of New Orleans?
I don't think she could ever be least standing at 6'3". And as solid as she is, I know she's the last of this group that we're talking about. But my, 6'3" and solid on the inside and just efficient, as you just described her. She was a McDonald's All-American nominee. I think she just had a very outstanding senior year. When we talk about student athlete, again, I know we just talked about some of her basketball accolades, but this young lady already has many college courses and credits that she's coming in with. So she is definitely exemplary in the area of being a student athlete. I just think that, you know, as we lost some size on the inside, she feels that immediate need to get us back to where we were on the inside, whereas some of my other forwards are versatile and can play inside and out. Man, Cisnea is a straight banger on the inside, and she, again, is efficient around the rim. She's a great rebounder, but she also has the ability to change up other people's shots. So again, we are truly extremely blessed to have her join our family, and just looking forward to what she will be able to do out there on the court.
And then one more that privateer fans should be on the lookout for too. I do know she was a little bit of a late add-on this season. However, we just want to make sure fans know what she's bringing to the table as well. Abigail Johnson, coming over from Northwest Florida State. She's another forward to add, and she also spent a little bit of time up in my neck of the woods in New York at St. Bonaventure as well. What is she going to be adding to the squad?
Oh man, number one, again, with the departure of so many of our inside players, Abigail brings the experience that we need on the inside. We were very fortunate and blessed to get her midseason from Northwest Florida State. I don't think I have to say much once I mention Northwest Florida State. Everyone know how dominant rather, that program is and what type of players come out of Northwest Florida State. So, man, we're so blessed and fortunate to get her at midseason. She brings a lot of experience to the table immediately as well. She transferred again from a Division I program, went to a very dominant community college in Northwest Florida State, and now we have her here at UNO. Very mature, is really going to be a great leader both on and off the court for all of the youth that we're bringing in. Everybody has different impacts. She can do what she does on the court, but I think she's going to be a great leader for such a young team to help guide them, being that she's been at a Division I program before, been there, done that, and can help us help bring along all of the newcomers that we have in. But just exciting. She is awesome in the pick and roll game. She's awesome on the inside with the abilities to go right or left. Just very experienced, mature, and another player inside who knows how to get it done.
So Privateer fans, as you can see, a lot to look forward to with this upcoming season with these 9 new faces in total.
Woo!
I just want to say thank you for taking some time out to join us today. And then, as obviously, well wishes to you and your family. Stay safe during this time.
Thank you. I echo the same sentiments to everyone who's out there listening. Stay safe during this time, and before you know it, we'll be back in Lakefront Arena seeing your friendly faces. Granola's team.
Thank you, Coach.